It's been 12 years since we got this classic Jordan 4. Let's talk about it. Welcome, cool cats and doggies, to another episode of FiqNSneaks. Today we'll be going over the Air Jordan 4 in the military blue colorway. They started to call it industrial blue. You'll never catch me calling it that. Besides the one time when I just had to let you know. Or maybe one more time in this video. Like and subscribe, check me out on all social media platforms, but let's hop into the review of this nice clean shoe. Now, I'm on a record. I know everyone, if you're into sneakers, you already know this. Everyone loves 4s. 4s has been one of my favorite numbers of all time. I know a lot of people love the 3s. I've always loved 4s more than 3s. I know there's qualms about 4s being uncomfortable. I think that's a lie. Yeah. Air Jordan 4 box right here. You can see the flight right there and the Jumpman on top of the box. Black on top for the upper of the box. Cement print on the bottom. Customary Air Jordan 4 type vibes. Wrong side of the box. Air Jordan 4 Retro Off-White Military Blue. Size 13. Big Feet Gang salute.
You know how I do. Shout out to the farmer. I had to hit him with the Drake farmer.
Oh, I could just hit him with a from Kendrick?
I don't know. Shout out to my man's Harper, yo. He hit up here off the listen, if you like Jordans and you didn't get this and you weren't under like circumstances where you couldn't buy these shoes, you didn't really want them right now. That's all I'm gonna say. They had a shock drop, they had exclusive access, they had a local Nike joint where if you were close to a Nike store on the app, you could try for them and reserve your pair. They were on every website, every app. If you wanted these and you didn't get them, you didn't try hard enough. And I'm not like throwing shade at you. I hope you get them later on. I'm just saying, like, they were readily available and very easy to get, which I think shoes should be. All right? I think shoes should be. I think shoes should be. Take off the top of the box, top of the cool. Mark Cooper. Regular paper. Here you go. All right? That is what everybody came for, right there. Got the Nike on the back. I mean, you see the hang tag right there. The Nike on the back. This is all we came for right here. I'm gonna keep the left pair with the hang tag out. Right here is the military blue 4, or that weird name, industrial. We've been going ham on 4s the last couple years, maybe 4 or 5 years. And this is one that's an OG colorway. It's the only non-Chicago colorway 4 that was an OG colorway. We have black cement 4s, which we got earlier this year. Some people call it bread. We have white cement 4s, which I guess we'll probably get a retro of next year or the year after, because that hasn't dropped in a while. We have fire red 4s, which came out 2021, I believe. And I would have a pair of those if Foot Locker didn't do me dirty in their dirty ass app. But I got my man's Benjamin pair from somewhere else. And then we have this pair right here, the only non-OG colorway. This is white and blue, but it's not UNC blue, so it's not like it's, you know, has ties towards his college. This was just the blue they gave us. Tinker Hatfield obviously designed this shoe, one of the more iconic shoes. I argue this is my favorite number between 1 through 5, or 1 through 6 or 1 through 7. It's arguably my favorite number of all time, but in terms of like the original numbers where everyone loves, this is probably my favorite number. My favorite numbers usually, I mean, I like almost every number between 1 and 14 that's not 2. 4, 6, and 12, if I had to give you a top 3 number, I think are my 3 favorite numbers. Yeah, even though Aqua 8s is probably arguably my favorite colorway, that's not those 3 numbers. I'm getting off topic. This shoe right here was supposed to get OG specs or updated specs to resemble the bread 4s that we got, or the pine green 4s SBs that we got last year. That box has to be somewhere over here. Maybe it's in the room. I know off rip, even though this is my first time holding it in hand, immediately I go, this isn't as nice as that pair, the pine greens, or the breads. Both have been reviewed on the channel. Check out, you know, your boy's catalog. Tell a friend about me. This shoe is nice though, right? And so essentially on the top of your shoe you have this nice, it's a fake leather. It's leather, I believe we call it Durabuck. Is this Durabuck or is it leather? Or the best the man can get. Is that Gillette? That's Gillette. This upper essentially is all the same materials until you get into this gray area right here on the front of your shoe. Some of the more iconic features that you get on Air Jordan 4 is these white cages right here that you get going up your tongue, as well as your medial and your lateral side for the quarter panels. You can see that it's industrial blue, military blue, right underneath that. The shade is a little off from the 4s that we got back in 2012 as well as 89, but I'm still calling it military. Another thing that you also get is these waffle lace locks that I always like to highlight, even though I don't eat waffles as much as maybe another American would, or people who like waffles, Belgian people. Shout out to the Belgians. Do y'all have another name that's not Belgians? The Belgian. You also get what I always like to say, it's like one of my favorite features to just say just because I like to be jokingly funny sometimes. It's the, what do I call it? Obtuse and isosceles triangles that you get right here with this TPU material right here for this white triangle. This one obviously has that orange classic Nike Air tag right there. I almost forgot what to call it. On the back of your shoes you have more of that rubber waffle material, but this is what everybody came for. Nike on the back, Nike Air on the back. All blue right there, Nike written right there in white. The 2012 edition had a Jumpman on the back. That's whack. We all like the Nike on the back. Hi, hi. What I'm talking about. Coming up your tongue, pause, is an all-white tongue, silver tongue tag, blue Jumpman right there, and flight written right there. That is just a very nice Air Jordan 4 feature. And behind your tongue, I already know, even though I didn't look at it yet, it's going to be an Air Jordan upside down. And yeah, it's Air Jordan upside down. This is the vibes of a 4. You get this fuzzy sock liner, which that might be my biggest qualm with a 4s, because if you start to wear these a lot and sweat them, that shit starts to stink. And for your insole, all military blue with Nike Air written right there. And if you can see my pair, you see that it's a size 13 right there, because I am the big feet leader. Midsole combo, military blue, as well as a white midsole that you can see that Zoom Air unit right there, that clear Zoom Air unit. And then another cool feature right there. That rubber outsole Nike Air written right there. Tough. I'm going to let y'all know off rips. Quality control for this pair is pretty good. Outside of this stupid widow's peak that I got on my toe box. Why is this here, yo? This is annoying. That's really annoying. But the quality for a $215 MSRP shoe isn't that bad, you know? I'm annoyed that we're at $215, but if they're going to make it better than the crap we've been getting the last couple years, then I'll take it. May the 4th be with you. These shoes came out May 4th at a price point of $215. They came out full sizing for kids, preschoolers, all that, just at smaller price points, obviously. Currently going for like $250 to $300. Resellers are begging people to buy these for $320, $300. If you're a reseller right now, which I shouldn't even have to give you any time of day, but I will. It's night right now. Time of night. No one's ever said that in their life. If you're trying to make a pretty penny off these joints, this is a hold. There's so many pairs I wouldn't be shocked in 2 months if we got a restock from Nike. Resellers trying to get their 50, 60, 70 bucks off these joints. I wouldn't do it unless like I said, had potential money issues and came back and had to get this on my next paycheck or something along those lines. These joints will restock. These joints will be readily available. That's where I'm getting at right now. Hold them for long term, or let them go and let the people who want them get them for retail. After taxes, this would have been $227, I believe, or $224 or something. Slight work. The problem is, I think when I got my bread fours, they were maybe $210. I don't even know if they were $215. And like, the weird problem is, are they just going to keep increasing the price right now? Because they don't need to. It's all greed. They all want to do it. Are true to size to me, even though some people say 4s are tight on them, so maybe you need to go a half size up. I don't. These are true to size. Very comfortable. Not as comfortable as my Pine Green 4s. Not as comfortable as my Bread Reimagines. Whatever they did to that Bread pair, with that tumble leather or whatever, nubuck or whatever, that shoe's one of the most comfortable 4s I ever wore in my life. That, I'm sure I gave that a 10. I don't hate on this pair. Ironically, I had the 2012 pair and I never kept it because I'm not really big on white shoes, and I don't even know if I'm going to keep this one. But right now, I got it for retail because the homie held it down, and so I'll just sit on them and see what I do with them. You would think that a sneakerhead would want this in this collection, but like I said, I didn't wear that 2012 pair for 2-3 years. Or I never did. I had it for 2-3 years and sold it. Who knows what I do with this one. Nice one to have in your collection though. If you love blue, you should definitely have this shoe. If you're asking me for a grade, I'm going to go with a 9.5. There's nothing wrong with this shoe at all. I know that some people don't like the little subtle off blueness that's not OG, but you can't do any wrong here. Obviously, if I had more black on the shoe, which wouldn't make it military, then I would like the shoe more. That's why, with a pecking order of 4s, this falls with OG Force. It falls at. I'll just do another video for that. Let me know in the comments below if you're banging with these military blue forests. Are you weird and call them industrial? Are you weird? And if you were able to cop, let me know. How do you fare with all white shoes? It's a real bad problem with me. In the next video, I'm gonna holler at you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And your whole family can have the whole fit. Perfect shoe for the spring and the winter. Wrong. Perfect shoe for the spring and the summer, unless it's raining, which it currently is doing right now. So hold off for a bit. Delicious.